Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to finally have enough financial breathing room, where you no longer have to choose between paying for groceries or your medication? Social Security benefits are not just a small monthly check, but a reliable source of income that genuinely supports your needs and aspirations. Today, we have breaking news that could make that dream a reality. There's a new proposal gaining traction in Congress, and it's called the Larson 2100 Act. This groundbreaking legislation aims to revolutionize Social Security, introducing a one-time $5,500 deposit and an increase of up to $2,000 in monthly benefits for SSI and SSDI recipients. These changes could take effect as soon as January 2025. Are you ready to learn what this could mean for you and millions of other Americans? Before we dive into all the exciting details, take a moment to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Staying informed about Social Security changes could mean the difference between thriving and struggling. Our mission is to keep you updated and empowered, so make sure you're part of this growing community. Now, let's unravel the details of this potentially life-changing update. The Larson 2100 Act is not just another piece of legislation, it's a promise of hope for the millions of Americans who rely on Social Security benefits to make ends meet. For decades, Social Security has been a cornerstone of financial stability for retirees, disabled individuals, and families of deceased workers. However, as costs of living have risen, many beneficiaries have found themselves falling further behind. Basic expenses like housing, food, and healthcare have outpaced the annual cost of living adjustments, leaving recipients struggling to keep up. This is where the Larson 2100 Act comes into play. Its primary aim is to modernize Social Security, ensuring it meets the needs of today's recipients while remaining sustainable for future generations. Let's take a closer look at the $5,500 deposit that's at the heart of this proposal. This one-time payment is designed to provide immediate relief, acting as a financial cushion for Social Security beneficiaries. Imagine receiving a check for $5,500 in your mailbox. What would you do with that money? Would you pay off debts that have been hanging over your head? Would you finally be able to schedule that medical procedure you've been putting off? Or maybe you'd use it to stock up on essentials and create a sense of financial security you haven't felt in years. The possibilities are endless, and that's exactly the point to give beneficiaries the freedom to address their most pressing financial needs. But the changes don't stop there. The Larson 2100 Act also proposes a dramatic increase in monthly benefits, with some SSI and SSDI recipients seeing boosts of up to $2,000. This isn't just a minor adjustment, it's a transformative shift in what Social Security can provide. To put this into perspective, let's say you're currently receiving $1,200 per month. With this increase, your new monthly benefit could rise to $4,000. That's an additional $33,600 per year. Think about what that could mean for your life. Would you finally be able to move into a safer, more comfortable home? Would you have the means to pursue a hobby, travel, or even help your loved ones? These changes could open doors that were previously closed, allowing beneficiaries to not just survive but thrive. Of course, with such significant changes come questions about sustainability. How will these increased benefits and one-time payments be funded? Critics have often raised concerns about the long-term viability of Social Security, pointing to its projected shortfall in the coming decades. However, the Larson 2100 Act has a clear plan to address this issue. One of the key funding mechanisms is lifting the cap on taxable income for Social Security. Currently, only the first $160,200 of a worker's income is subject to Social Security taxes. This means that high earners pay the same amount into the system as those making $160,200 per year, despite their significantly larger income. The Larson 2100 Act proposes removing this cap, ensuring that the wealthiest Americans contribute their fair share to the system. This approach has sparked a lot of debate. Supporters argue that it's a fair and necessary step to ensure the solvency of Social Security while providing meaningful benefits to those who need them most. Opponents, however, worry that increasing payroll taxes on high-income earners could discourage economic growth or lead to unintended consequences for businesses and workers. What's your take on this? Should the wealthiest Americans pay more to support the millions who rely on Social Security? Or is there another solution we should consider? As we explore the broader implications of this proposal, it's essential to recognize the sheer scope of its impact. Social Security touches the lives of nearly every American, either directly or indirectly. Retirees, disabled individuals, surviving family members, all of these groups depend on the program to maintain a basic standard of living. For retirees, an increase in benefits could mean finally being able to enjoy their golden years without constant financial stress. Imagine being able to go out to dinner with friends, take a weekend trip, or simply cover your monthly bills without worrying about running out of money. For disabled individuals, these changes could provide access to better healthcare, adaptive equipment, and educational opportunities, creating a pathway to greater independence and fulfillment. And for families who rely on survivor benefits, the proposed increases could offer the stability they need to rebuild their lives after the loss of a loved one. Let's not forget the ripple effects of these changes on the broader economy. When Social Security beneficiaries have more money to spend, it doesn't just benefit them, it boosts local businesses, creates jobs, and strengthens communities. Increased spending on goods and services can stimulate economic growth, creating a positive feedback loop that benefits everyone. In this sense, the Larson 2100 Act isn't just about helping individuals. It's about investing in the long-term health of our economy. But what about the timeline for these changes? When can we expect to see them take effect? According to current projections, the one-time deposit and increased benefits are slated to begin in January 2025. While that may feel like a long way off, it's important to remember that significant legislative changes take time. The bill must first pass through the House and Senate, which involves rigorous debate, amendments, and negotiations. However, there's a growing sense of urgency surrounding this proposal. With millions of Americans struggling to make ends meet, lawmakers are under pressure to act swiftly. Could 2025 be the year that Social Security undergoes its most significant transformation in decades? As we wait for updates on the Larson 2100 Act, it's crucial to stay informed and engaged. Social Security is a lifeline for millions of Americans, and any changes to the program will have far-reaching consequences. By staying informed, you can ensure you're prepared to navigate these changes and make the most of the opportunities they present. That's why we're here to provide you with the latest news, insights, and tips to help you stay ahead. So, what do you think about the Larson 2100 Act? Do you see it as the solution to Social Security's challenges? Or do you have concerns about its feasibility? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, by subscribing to our channel, you're joining a community of people who care about staying informed and making a difference. Together, we can navigate these changes and advocate for a brighter future for all. So hit that subscribe button now, and let's keep the conversation going.